Sleigh Bells is an American noise pop musical duo based in Brooklyn, New York, formed in 2008. The duo consists of vocalist Alexis Krauss and guitarist Derek Edward Miller. After signing to N.E.E.T Recordings and Mom Plus Pop Music, Sleigh Bells released their debut album, Treats, in May 2010. Their follow-up album, Reign of Terror, was released in February 2012. In October 2013, the band released their third album, Bitter Rivals. History = Background and formation = Both members of Sleigh Bells had previous experience performing and touring in a musical ensemble. From age 17 to 22, Florida native Derek Miller was a guitarist in the hardcore band Poison the Well. He last performed on the band's 2003 major label debut You Come Before You, leaving the following year due to creative differences. He wrote songs while working as a waiter or barback in various cities across the United States. Alexis Krauss grew up in New Jersey and has a background in theater and television. As a young girl she appeared in a Nickelodeon magazine commercial. From age 12 to 16, Krauss performed in the teen pop group Ruby Blue. After Ruby Blue broke up, Krauss went to college, taught Spanish to elementary school children in the Bronx and performed at weddings on the side for fun. In March 2008, Miller moved to Brooklyn to find a female vocalist for some song demos he was working on. In April 2008 he started working at Miss Favela a Brazilian bistro in Williamsburg, Brooklyn and in July 2008, Krauss and her mother dined at the restaurant. Miller expressed his interest in finding a female vocalist for his new project and Krauss was immediately volunteered by her mother. The two met in a park and listened to Miller's demos through headphones. In a 2012 interview, Krauss remembered her first impressions, saying, "Derek's music sounded like a really interesting challenge, but I wasn't thinking he was somebody I wanted to develop a creative relationship with." Krauss was pursuing a Rhodes Scholarship at the time, but decided to join forces with Miller instead. 2009, Sleigh Bells EP = The duo performed at the CMJ Music Marathon in October 2009. They signed to MIA's N.E.E.T Recordings and Mom Plus Pop Music in March 2010. The two quickly got in the studio and recorded a 7-track self-titled EP. Their EPs soon gained attention from The Guardian, The New York Times, Pitchfork Media, ABC News' Amplified, and other sources. Stereogum named them a band to watch October 22, 2009. The Guardian named them Band of the Day in December 2009. Their song Crown on the Ground was named the 57th best track of 2009 by Pitchfork Media. Miller recorded the track MEDS and Feds with MIA. From the album Maya towards the end of 2009, and began recording Treats with Krauss in 2010. 2010 11, Treats the group released Tell 'Em, the first single from their debut album, Treats, as a free download in April 2010. Treats was released in May 2010 by Mom Plus Pop Music. They performed at the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in April 2010 and 2011, the Primavera Sound Festival in May 2010, and the Pitchfork Music Festival in July 2010. 2011 12, Reign of Terror Sleigh Bells began tracking songs for their second studio album in June 2011. Describing the sound of the new album, Krauss said, "It sounds really huge, so there's going to still be tons of volume." On December 2, 2011, the band's website began to link to a Vimeo video. It served as a teaser trailer for the upcoming album, revealing the title to be Reign of Terror. There was no release date or any other information attached to the trailer. The trailer features scenes of Krauss sitting at a vanity mirror, grooming herself, interspersed with various backstage and live concert footage, as well as footage depicting the band touring. During the duration of the video, a riff plays in the background and serves as the only sound. This has not been featured on any songs yet. On December 7, 2011, the band announced via press release both the date of the album's release and the track listing. The band's publicist said of the upcoming release, "The album features songs that are as crashing and authoritative as their title suggests." They're effortlessly robust and heavier than any of the band's previous output. The sonic equivalent of a beautiful shotgun to the head. The album's promotional single, Born to Lose, was released on December 15, 2011. In an interview with Weekzine Kudamang, Krauss was quoted as saying that Reign of Terror is a much more personal record. The album was originally set to be released on February 14, 2012, but was pushed back to February 21. Along with the announcement of the release date and track listing, Sleigh Bells also announced a tour of strictly Floridian venues. This tour preceded the release of the album. Sleigh Bells made their network television debut on the February 18, 2012 episode of Saturday Night Live, performing the songs Come Back Kid and End of the Line. On August 16, 2012, the duo announced a U.S. tour, which kicked off at the Paramount Theater in Seattle on August 28 and concluded at First Avenue in Minneapolis on November 2, including dates with Swedish hardcore punk band Refused and American DJ Arab Music. 2013, Bitter Rivals. Only a few months after the release of Reign of Terror, Sleigh Bells began writing a third studio album for a possible 2013 release. Before the end of 2012, the album was said to feature more writing from Krauss and with a cleaner sound. The new album, titled Bitter Rivals, was released on October 8, 2013 through Mom Plus Pop Music. The album was partially inspired by the music of Janet Jackson. According to Krauss, several tracks would feature dynamic acoustic riffs and R&B-ish vocals. In an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, Krauss clarified the new style of the album, saying, "I was interested in doing something Bianca Copyright or Janet Jackson would do, these slow winding, sparkling melodies." A music video directed by Sleigh Bells for the album's title track, Bitter Rivals, was released in September 2013. The band toured North America in October and November 2013 in support of Bitter Rivals with Doldrums and Danny Brown as support. Musical style. The band's music has been known for its juxtaposition of simple pop hooks with loud, rhythmic noise, electronic beats, harsh guitar riffs and dreamy vocals, which has been described mainly as noise pop. The band's music also has been described as noise rock, indie rock, dance punk, electropunk, digital hardcore, experimental pop, alternative rock, and industrial rock. While their debut album, Treats, was noted for its punk and heavy metal guitars, glam metal influences and mid-tempo beats from hip-hop and electro, their second album, Reign of Terror, was also described as a mixture of heavy metal shredding with R&B vocals. Used in other media, Sleigh Bells' song Real Real was featured on the fourth episode of the fourth season of the CW's teen drama series Gossip Girl, titled Touch of Eva, which aired on October 4, 2010. In 2011, Kids was used in a promo for MTV's North American adaptation of the British television series Skins, in the trailer for the action thriller film Abduction, and in a UK advertisement for Copperberg Cider. The song Riot Rhythm was used on the October 23, 2011 episode of The Good Wife, titled Martha's and Caitlin's. Infinity Guitars was featured in Windows Phone's What If commercial in 2011. The following year, Infinity Guitars was used on the television shows Don't Trust to Be in Apartment 23 and Girls, as well as in the opening credits for the 2012 comedy film Bachelorette. Riot Rhythm appears in the video game Saints Row, the third and Lollipop Chainsaw, and was used in a commercial for Nokia Lumia 610 in 2012. The track Come Back Kid was featured on the 16th episode of the CW's The Secret Circle, broadcast March 15, 2012. On April 23, 2012, End of the Line was used on the 21st episode of fifth season of Gossip Girl, titled Despicable Me. Sleigh Bells appeared in the 2012 action thriller film Premium Rush, where they performed the song Crown on the Ground Live. The band and crew were featured in the Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations episode Austin, broadcast on September 3, 2012. Kids is featured in the trailer for Michael Bay's 2013 action comedy film Pain and Gain. Crown on the Ground was used in both the trailer and the title sequence for Sofia Coppola's 2013 crime film The Bling Ring, and in a 2013 commercial for Dr. Pepper featuring boxer Michaela Mayer. The trailer for the 2013 film Kick-Ass 2 uses the songs Infinity Guitars and Crush. In September 2013, Rural soundtracked the first commercial for Apple's iPhone 5C. Members: Alexis Krauss Euro vocals, Derek E. Miller Euro guitar. Production: touring members, Ryan Primack Euro guitar, Chris Maggio Euro drums, Jason Boyer Euro guitar. Discography Studio albums extended plays singles music videos References. External links: official website, Sleigh Bells at AllMusic, interview with Derek Miller at Real Detroit Weekly, interview with Derek and Alexis at Beat.